So we've got another 2 going in here. So I've just measured that up from this end so they'll all match. But hey, so what I've done is the original wiring, I've managed to get it into position so it can go in, and it's just about long enough. This is really, really good bit of kit. So we've got the DeWalt version as well, but I actually prefer. Yo, morning, welcome to the channel, and today we're going to be getting on with putting some new garage lights in here because these old ones up here are not good enough. So first things first, we're going to go through what we're going to be fitting. So we have got 6, yes I said 6 of the 5-foot single strip lights that are going in, and yes, that is probably too much for this room, but this is what the customer wants. He wants to turn it into a little bit of a workshop. And yeah, I can't blame him, why not? It's a nice open space. So one of the things we're going to have to do is go through and strip all this old out, and there is some other hidden nasties which are connected to this garage, which is all to do with all the stuff outside. And it is horrific. I'm going to be honest, this is why somebody uses this cable is beyond me. But I'll quickly show you that, because it just offends my eyes, and all you Sparkies will know exactly the other reason. It is just so annoying when people use it. So this house has just been purchased, and it has just had a full electrical installation condition report, and it is passed. I reckon that they didn't go outside. So here we are. I'm just going to point out the board, what they've got. So this is the board that is currently installed in the house. And I know you might be thinking, actually, you've got no RCD protection. The socket's obviously been able to use outside. But that's okay, because we've got RCD protection at the source. Now, I haven't took this off, so we'll do that together. But I haven't took that off just yet. But that's not what my gripe is. So as we've done working for this customer before, and he wanted me to come in to do the inspection, but it got rejected by the previous owners. They wanted to use their own guy. I understand why now. The customer keeps adding more and more on, which is absolutely okay. He wants to put another light on here and another light on this side. Now, you may notice there seems to be quite a few of the old sheds and potting arrangements, summer houses and all the rest of it. Now, when we came round here, it was very, very dark. Now, we couldn't really see a great deal, although I did pick up, even in the dark, this is not what you should use. And that cable there is exactly what you shouldn't be using. Now, that SY is the bane of my life, which is then brought round into this socket, which then leads on out to here, and then across here. Now, this apparently is all okay. But when you do this, and it snaps, that is asking for trouble. And in my eyes, a failure. Now, we're discovering this together, and my eyes just get more and more offended. So it is travelling all the way down the fence line, ran very professionally, obviously, goes into there as well, and no doubt continues on into that lot. I'm just coming into this lovely little potting shed, and I've got more and more. Yes, all right, looks like that's on a plug top. I mean, when you've got it, when in Rome, yep, nice. But hey, yeah, just annoys me. Just really, really annoys me. But hey, it is what it is. That's not what I'm here for. I just wanted to show you. But this is what you're up against when you're doing your testing and you're pricing your jobs. Just mind-blowing. So first things first, let's get the power off. So we've got two-way lighting. So for those of you who don't know what two-way lighting is, it means you can switch your lights on from 2 different positions. So you've got the light switch there and you've got the light switch over there. So that is fine. That's going to continue in use. So I need to find the junction box, which I'm presuming is up here somewhere, just above my head. And then we're going to disconnect that, get these lights out of here, and then we'll start mounting up our new ones. Okay, so hold my hands up. I thought it was a stupid position where I first put them in. There, I said it. I moved it because I wasn't really happy with it, I'll be honest with you. So I've moved them both in. So I'll match those up. So we've got another set here. So those lights that were up already were, I think they're T4s or something like that. They're the old kitchen undercab lights. So I've got them down. There is some of those fitted actually in the kitchen, so I've left them there for the customer. They can use them if he wants to, for spares or whatever. So up here, what I've done is I've separated this off. So I've got rid of the connection here in the junction box. I've just put some Wagos on. There's no power to it anyway, but just to be on the safe side, we'll put those up. So we've got another 2 going in here. So I've just measured that up from this end so they'll all match. And then I will have to drop the doors down to get the other side on. So there's going to be 6. So these are a little bit further this way because obviously of working for the bench and all the rest of it. And then these ones are going to be pretty much in the centre, and then we'll do the same the other side. So I don't know what is going to be done in here as a room, but that's, I think, is probably the best way of doing things. Now, it is a job that I do enjoy doing, in fairness. I'm doing this because it's such a transformation when you have a decent light setup. So we'll get these other 2 on, and then we'll push the doors down and get the other 2, and then we'll go through all the actual wiring procedure of it all and get all that nice and neat and in. So should be a fairly straightforward job, and something that if you were obviously wanting to upgrade yours at home, you should be able to do majority of this work. Okay, so I've got, other than a broken neck right now, so I've got all 6 of the lights up, which I think will give me the best space all the way through. So I'm just going to quickly show you these lights. So these lights have got colour settings on them. So I'll jump up here. So on here you'll see that you've got a cool white, cold and warm white. So we all set these onto the cold light because it will give you the biggest output. I think, I've got a feeling it might tell me on there actually. I think it's about, so I think it's about 6,000 Kelvin on there, which will be your brightest setting. So we'll put, because obviously that's what they want it as bright as possible. So we'll put those up. The other thing with these is on here, they all come with like a plug and play system. So we'll make sure you do that, because I have been caught out being completely transparent. I forgot to plug those in before, it's a little bit annoying. But hey, so what I've done is the original wiring, I've managed to get it into position so it can go in, and it's just about long enough. Might need a little bit of dressing in a little bit, but it's there. And then I've just used it as a drawstring. So I put my new one through, taped on, so pulled through. So that is now my new one up here. So that's on the drum runner down there. So I think what I'm going to do is get from this one and go round that way, all the way round. And then that would be my last one. But it's just, because obviously the nature of what it is as a garage, it's just trying to make it as neat as possible. So I think what I'm going to do is back that way, along where this cable is, the original cable, tuck across, and then I can come along underneath. It's just, like I say, when you've got trusses, you've got to just pick something and go with it. It is a functional garage. It's not here to be winning any awards and stuff. So, but yeah, get it a functional fit and it'll be all right. So, getting there now, like you say, getting there. So this is the next stage now, getting all the cables in, getting that sorted. So cable that we're using is 1mm twin and earth. That is a standard for this sort of, we don't need to put a 1.5mm. You can put 1.5mm in if you want, but 1mm is absolutely fine. So I'll get cracking, I'll get you back on time lapse, and let's get absolutely smashing this job out, because I've got loads more to do in this house, absolutely loads. Okay, so I've got all the lights up now, they're all on. So clipping wise, what we've done, so if you can see up there, so we've clipped each strap all the way across, and how to gauge that is by using the Milwaukee cable stapler. It's not sponsored by them, wish it was, but it's not. From the tip of there to the heel is each spacing, and then we'll put in another fix in there. Now, this is really good bit of kit. We've got the DeWalt version as well, but I actually prefer the Milwaukee. It's a little bit lighter and a little bit more powerful in fairness, so, but both a good bit of kit. So we're clipped all the way along on there, so we've set all the lights now to their cool white, and I've managed to get that one back in with directly above my head where we've got the original feed in. So one of the little things I will say about the cable clips is that occasionally, especially if you've got a bit of movement in the timbers, they won't fire in quite all the way that I want them, so give them a little tap and then you can pull the rest of the cable nice and tight, and that is all good. So what's left to do now is let Steve cut his timber, because he is waiting patiently there. And then we'll turn them all on and make sure we've got everything, because I have got a tab it. I've not been able to talk. I've not been able to talk, yeah. Yeah, I've just had someone actually on a comment, right? This is how this. So I've just had someone go, it's armour, not armour. Don't try and correct me. He's not a teacher. Get over yourself. It's well annoying.
Around these parts.
Yeah, you're lucky I can speak.
Yeah.
I mean, even like I said, I know I can.
You know what they call a bus round here?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Buzz.
So where this area is, like Steve's saying, right, is a bus, which is what I say, because I'm not a heathen. They call it a buzz.
Buzz.
Like B-U-Z. Buzz.
We don't have any weird sayings back home in Wales.
No. I mean, they speak just perfect. I mean, the signs prove it, in fairness, all of my Welsh subscribers. Yes, you know. But yeah, Buzz.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you all. You're all welcome, you know, with your weird signs. I mean, what? No. But yeah, so it's, yeah, so it is what it is. Can't even remember what I was saying now, rabbiting on. But yeah, better let him get crack on, haven't I? That's it. I remember now what I was saying. Quite often I forget to put them all at the same colour. So we'll shut all the doors down. We'll moment of truth it. We'll see if it's bright enough in here. I'm hoping it is. If not, I'm going to look a bit stupid. So 2 secs, let's shut the doors and see what we can do. Okay, wish me luck. Right. There you are. You may enter. Check out the lights now. Or are you locked out? Locked out. Locked out. There you go. So lights are all on now. Plenty bright enough, which is nice. Yeah, so another job done. Right, so that's all done. Another job completely sorted, ticked off the list. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Like I say, if you haven't yet subscribed, please make sure you do. Links in the corner, leave your comments below as you always do, and you do me an absolute sod. Remember, it's completely free to subscribe. It's where we show videos like this, hints and tips on how to do things. So join us next time when I get on with fitting some security lights to this garage.